Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 PSN review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Revenge of the Wounded Dragons, which we've never played it before. It's basically a side-scrolling beat-em-up. At the start you've got single player, multiplayer, thankfully it's co-op on the same console. There's also some mini-games. You've got the leaderboards, then you've got the options, which is just usual stuff like choosing motion controls on or off. You might as well have them off because there's a button that does it the same job. There's sound effect, music, etc, etc. So anyway, starting on the single player, there's a few things to mention. There's 4 chapters with 24 areas, so it's not massive, but it is still a pretty lengthy game for this style of game, and there's also some replayability in it. First up, you can beat the game on your own, then you can beat the game on co-op, then you can go through it trying to get all the statues, then you can go through it just messing about because it is an absolutely amazing beat 'em up. It's so much fun, and it's the type of thing that I can see myself replaying this game again and again and again and again, just like Streets of Rage. So let's start with what makes it a great game. First up, you've got the moves. There are so many combos in this game, it's unbelievable. There's so many finishing moves in this game. When you daze an enemy, you can go down and snap his neck and that, proper Bruce Lee style, for example from Enter the Dragon, when he jumps on the guy and stamps on his neck and that. It's just absolutely amazing, all stuff like that. There's some absolutely, as I say, fantastic moves on there. You just have to fanny around figuring out how to do them. Then there's the weapons. There's all sorts of things. There's shotguns, there's handguns, there's nunchucks, there's baseball bats, there's throwing knives. There's health you can collect as well, just speaking about the collectibles, because basically you've got your health bar in the top left corner there. On co-op, you've both got a health bar, and you can also share health. So I don't mean you get one health bar between two if you choose that. I mean basically you can both push down the L2 trigger and you'll like give each other health, so whoever needs it will get it. So for example, if player 1's got full health, player 2's about to die, you'll both round out at about a half health bar. You've then got your chi meter, which I'll just use that here because I've got it full. Chi basically makes you go complete not a rage mode. It allows you to just basically go berserk. You're faster, you're more powerful, you can just kick the crap out of the enemies with it. You can get your chi up by doing well on the game and also by collecting Zen symbols. There's then bosses, and the boss fights are really good, at least I think they are, and I am coming up to one soon, so I'll let you basically see one, but for now I'm just going to shut up and let you listen to some of the music while I get up to the boss. So there we go, that was a bit of the music, and this is one of the boss fights. And as you might notice, there was a bit of a cutscene there. There is actually some story on the game, but personally I don't like it, so I end up skipping it. But it's one of those that story isn't exactly one of the major points of this genre anyway. I mean, just look at Streets of Rage. Its original storyline was the mayor's daughter's been kidnapped and we've got to help. Or to be fair, it might have been the police chief's daughter, I honestly can't remember. It's been that long since I've actually read the story to it. So anyway, when a boss comes up, it gives you his name, and you just have to basically dodge his attacks, kick the crap out of him, dodge his henchmen, and when his health bar goes down, you win the fight. Simple as. You do have lives, as you might have just noticed, because I've unfortunately just got my arse whipped there. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where the game is definitely easy in co-op, so it's just like any beat 'em up really. But before going to the mini-games, there are a couple of final things to mention. One is going back to the moves. You can do, as well as offensive moves and stuff like that, you can do strategic stuff like wall jumping and that, and climbing, and it's just the type of thing that the wall jumping and everything works so well, although you've got to be careful with how you land, because if you jump from too high down, like fall or anything like that, then you won't die immediately. It's not one of those where like a 20-foot fall will kill you, but it does take a bit of energy, so you have to be careful for that reason. And finally, you can also do some rolls and stuff like that, but and like backflips. But anyway, this is basically one of the mini games. I've went on the one that I honestly think more people will be interested in, because there are things like labyrinths and catching chickens and stuff, but it's just daft little mini games. But then there's also a versus mode, so if, for example, one of your mates, whoever it is just really messed up and you wanted to hit him, because there's no friendly fire on or anything, instead you can quit out and settle it in the versus mode. Although unfortunately I'm currently sitting here by myself, so that's why the red player is not doing anything. But it's one of those, when the red player is participating, it is actually a really good mode, it works really well, and it's just the type of thing that it's a shame it's not for like a load of people. It's a shame that you can't like put it up on the internet with something like 16 different people on slightly bigger maps, because I actually think it would work really well. But that is pretty much everything there is to say about the game, other than that, obviously if you like this sort of game, definitely get it. It's fantastic. I know there's no demo for it and it is a bit pricey, but at the same time it's just a brilliant game if you love the genre, and it's the type of thing that you'll probably play again and again and again. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you've enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. You might have noticed I didn't score the game. Well, that's because it's a matter of personal opinion, and yours may very well differ from my own. I'm just here to show you a bit about the game. If you like it or not, well, that's up to you. If you don't like it, or you do like it, feel free to comment. Also, if I haven't answered any of your questions that you may have had, I might have forgot something, or it might just be something obscure. Again, feel free to comment, ask, always willing to help out. Otherwise, if you don't like commenting on YouTube, head over to www.vc-forums.com, where you can chat with me and a bunch of other lads who love the VC, the WiiWare, and hell, even a lot of other systems. We cater to pretty much everything. You can just go there, have a chat about a game, ask about some games, etc. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.